Good morning friends. Previously in this chapter we learned how to use algebraic expression in patterns. So today we will revise the concept of how to derive the expression or you can say algebraic expression for patterns. In 6th standard we already learned how to define an algebraic expression for patterns. In that we learned only simple pattern. For example, let's revise that. If we want to get pattern for T. So how many matchsticks are required for one T? It is 2. For the second, we need 4. For third, we need 6. So for the first, we need 2. For second, 2 times T. Pattern of T, we need 4. For 3 times, we need 6. For 4 times, we need 8. So this is what a table of 2. 2 is multiplied with 1. For 2 times T, we need multiply with 2. For 3 times, we need to multiply 2 with 3. For 4 times, we need to multiply with 4. So this is what a pattern for T, that is 2n. Clear? If we take a pattern for a Z, so how many matchsticks we require? We need a 3 match. Now for 2 times Z, 3 and 3. So that is what? 2 multiplied 3. For 3 times Z, 3, 3, 3. So that is 3 times 3. So what will be the pattern? It is 3. But in this, we learn about the consecutive pattern like O. So for that, we need 4 matchsticks. Now 2 times O. We need a consecutive O. 4 and 3. We need to add 4 and 3, that is 7. Now for next pattern, we need to add 3 more matchsticks, so that is 7 plus 3, that is 10. For 4 times, we need to add 3 more, so that is 10 plus 3, 30. Means every time we need to add 3 matchsticks for consecutive patterns. So if we are considering this as a 3 plus 1, this is extra matchstick that we need. This is what? 3 plus 1. So here you can write 3 plus 1 plus 3. So that is 2 multiply 3 plus 1. Here we can write 3 multiply 3 plus 1. For this we can write 3 multiply 4 plus 1. So pattern for this is 3n plus 1. 1, that is extra matchstick we needed for a consecutive pattern. If we take pattern for H, how many matchstick we require? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. For consecutive H, 5 plus 3. For next consecutive, this is 5 matchstick. Then we need to add 3 and 3. Means every time we need to add 3 matchsticks. So this one can be written as 3 plus 2. 2 times 3 and plus 2. Now here 3 times 3 plus 2. So what will be the general rule? It is 2, 3 and plus 2. Okay. If we take one more pattern like P, so how many matchsticks are required for P? You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So for one time we need 5. For next, 5 is there and at the last we need to add 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 5 plus 3 is 5 plus 4 is 9. For next pattern, we need 5 matchsticks for first. Then we need to add 4 matchsticks and last we need to add 4 more. So every time we are adding 4 matchsticks more to get a consecutive pattern. So this is what? 9 plus 4, that is 30. 30 matchsticks are written. Here 5 plus 4. So this one can be written as 4 plus 1. So that is a pattern. So every time we need one more matchstick for first pattern. So pattern will be 4 multiplied n. You can say 4n plus 1. that is a pattern for. So this way you can find the pattern for digits in a using algebraic expression. If we take one more example like U, then how many matchstick are required? 3. For consecutive pattern, we need to add 2 more. For next consecutive pattern, we again need to add 2 more. For next, so every time we are adding 2 matchsticks, so we are considering this as a 2 plus 1, 2 and 2. So that is 2 multiplied 2 plus 1. So that is 2 multiplied 3 plus 1. That is 2 multiplied 4 plus 1. So what will be the pattern for you? That is 2n plus 1. 1 is an extra matchstick. Clear? So the pattern for you is 2n plus 1. So this way you can find the pattern for any digit. Now let's take exercise 12.4 using patterns. So here question number 1 is, observe the pattern of digits made from the 9 segment of equal length. You will find such segmented digits on a display of electric watches or calculator. So this kind of digits we already seen on the electric watches, or you can say calculator. Okay. So here we need to solve example in which pattern for a 6 is given. So this is the question given. So what is the pattern for 6? How many line segments are required? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For 1, 6 we need 6 matchsticks, or you can say 6 line segments. For consecutive 6, we need to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more line segments. Now next, we need to add 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So this is, every time we need to add 5 more line segments for a consecutive 6. And there is, first we need a 6, means 1 more matchstick is needed for a 1, 6. Then for every next consecutive pattern, we need to add 5 line segments. So the pattern will be 5n plus 1. For next, pattern for a 4 is given. So how many line segments are required? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So for 1 times 4, we need 4 line segments. For next, we need to add 3 more line segments. For next, we need to add 3 more. Means every time we need to add 3 more. So for a first, we can write 3 multiply 1 plus 1. So for a first, we need 1 more extra line segment, and next pattern we will get after adding 3 line segments. So it is 3n plus 1. If we take pattern for 8, then how many line segments are required for 8? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now for next 8, we need to add 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 8 plus 5 is 12 line segments. Now for next pattern, again we need to add 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Means every time we need to add 5 line segments to get a consecutive pattern. So for first we can write 5 multiply 1 plus 2. For next we 5 multiply 2 plus 2. 5 multiply 3 plus 2. So pattern will be 5n plus 2. So this will given in a question. Now what is the question? How many segments are required to form 5, 10 and 100 digits of 6, 4 and 2? If we want to write 5 times 6, then how many line segments are required? If we want to write 10 times 6, then how many line segments are required? And if we want to write 100 times 6, then how many line segments are required? That we need to find. So we are finding the pattern for 6. What is the pattern in the question? It is 5n plus 1. So for n is equal to 5. For 5 times we need to write n as a 5. So we can write it is 5 plus 1. So 25 plus 1. 26 line segments are required to write 5 times 6. For n is equal to 10, if you want to write expression, we need to write n as a 10 plus 1. So it is 50 plus 1. 51 line segments are required. For n is equal to 100. If we want to write 600 times, so pattern will be given by 100 multiply 5 plus 1. 500 plus 1, that is 500. So this way we can get the number of line segment required for number of 6. Now pattern for 4. So pattern for 4 is 3n plus 1, that is given in the question. So for 5 times 4, we need to write 3 multiply 5 plus 1. Instead of n, we need to write 5. That is 15 plus 1. 16 line segments are required. For n is equal to 10, 3 multiply 10 plus 1, that is 30 plus 1 is 30. 31 line segments are required for 10 times 4. For n is equal to 100, 3 inside the bracket 100 plus 1, that is 300 plus 1 is 301 line segment are required. Now pattern for 8 that you need to solve in homework. So for now question number 2, use the given algebraic expression to complete the table. So here this table is given and you need to fill this table. So how can you fill this? First expression is 2n minus 1 for a first term, means n is equal to 1, it is 1. It means if we write in this expression 2n minus 1, if we write first term and then 2n is equal to 1, so 2 multiply 1 is 2 minus 1 is 1. For this second term is 2 multiply 2 minus 1, so that is 4 minus 1 3. For a third term, here for a third term means we need to write value of n. So for a third term it is 2 multiply 3 minus 1, so that is 6 minus 1 is 5. For a fourth term it is 2 inside the bracket 4 minus 1, so that is 8 minus 1 7. For a fifth term it is 2 inside the bracket 5 minus 1, so that is 10 minus 1 9. So if we want to write 10th term is 2 inside the bracket 10 minus 1, that is 20 minus 1 is 9. So what is the 100th term? It is 2 inside the bracket 100 minus 1. You need to show this calculation also in a table. So that is 200 minus 1. Answer is 190. Clear? So what is 100th term? It is 190. Now for next pattern it is 2n plus 2. So for first term n is 1. So it is 3 multiply 1 plus 2. 3 plus 2 5. For next 3 multiply 2 plus 2. So that is 6 plus 2 8. For next 3 multiply 3 plus 2. So that is 9 plus 2 11. For a fourth it is 3 multiply 4 plus 2. That is 12 plus 2 40. So what will be fifth term? Instead of n you need to write 5. So 3 multiply 5 plus 2. 15 plus 2, that is 17. So that will be the fifth term. What is the 10th term? 3 multiply 10 plus 2. So that is 30 plus 2 is 30. What will be 100th term? 3 multiply 100 plus 2. So that is 300 plus 2 is 300. So that will be 100 term. Now next 4n plus 1. So here 5 is given, means for n is equal to 1. 4 plus 1 5. For n is equal to 2. Here instead of n we need to write 2. So it is 8 plus 1 9. For 3 12 plus 1 30. For 4 16 plus 1 17. So for a fifth term we need to write n is equal to 5. So 4 inside inside the bracket plus 1. 20 plus 1 is 20. So that is fifth term. Now for 10, 4 multiply 10 plus 1. So it is 40 plus 1, 40. Now for 100 term, 4 multiply 100 plus 1. So that is 400 plus 1 is 400. So this is 100. Now for next one, 7n plus 20. So how can we get fifth term? Instead of n here, you need to write 5. So here we can write 7, 5 plus 20. 35 plus 20, so it is 55. So that is fifth term. Now for 10th term, 7 inside the bracket 10 plus 20. So 70 plus 20 is 9. For 100, 7 multiply 100 plus 20. So 700 plus 20 is 70. Now next, n square plus 1. So how can we get fifth term? N square means for fifth term we need to write 5 as n. So 5 square plus 1. 25 plus 1 is 26. For 10th term, n is 10. So it is 10 square plus 1. That is 100 plus 1, 101. And for 100 square, 100 term it is 100 square plus 1. 100 square is what? 100 multiply 100. So it is 10,000 plus 1. So it is 10,000.